The more serious you are to fix, the more you will end up hurting more. That's why people for peace make war. The people that you love the most, you have expectations and expectations and expectations. After a few years, you look at their face, you hate them. Only in the human minds, life is suffering. What is pain? What is suffering? My life is a problem. My life is suffering because of me. Okay, today we will begin with. Today the topic is about mind and suffering. Yeah. So there is a theory like this in Ayurveda and in yoga philosophy. We are using this, the nature of the mind and understanding the qualities and the nature of the mind and the nature of suffering. What is suffering that in yoga generally people are talking about, and why everybody needs meditation or should be seeking meditation. Yesterday we tried to convince God is in a certain form like we discussed, and then you're also the same, and meditation is to realize that. We try to have a 1 hour of discussion on that. Today we are trying to talk about a reminder for everyone that we are really looking to be nobody. Can you follow? Why is it important that knowingly or unknowingly, maybe I'm believing something, I'm disbelieving something, and all of it is okay. But unless I seek meditation in my life, if I'm not a person looking for meditation, it's important that this class will bring a reminder that all human beings should be seeking spirituality, should be asking who they are, and this journey should be not just for few people, but everybody should be asking these questions. But many of us, we may not come to this question. Is it true? Like we see many of us, we may not ask a question, who am I? How many people ask this question and trying to find out? How many people around us having this question, who am I really? Like the society says, I'm this, but who am I really? I don't feel like this is me. Could you see somebody who is having such a little consciousness of that, trying to read some books, see what the elders say, what the gurus say, what the teachers say about these things, what the poems, the old Vedas and scriptures, what does it say about who I really am? So there are a lot of us, we may not even have such a question of who I am. So this is the class to remind us the nature of mind and the qualities of suffering. If I am not meditative, I may be very prone to suffering in this life. So what I mean by that, we will go further. So naturally, there is going to be a chart we are going to find here, starting from the mind, asking a very simple questions of where is mind? Where is mind? What is mind? Where is mind? In yoga, you may have philosophies you learned also, probably you read. Have you learned what is it? Ahankara, Chitta. Have you learned something like that? They break the mind into 3-4 aspects. Yeah, like intellect, ego, yeah, and consciousness and memory, like these kinds of things they define. So here we are going to make a very simple flow of those knowledges in the yoga philosophy. We are talking about mind. Mind is, the seat of the mind is your heart. What is the seat of the mind in yoga and Ayurveda? Is your heart. Heart is the seat of your soul, of your mind. So we can keep this together for now. Heart is the seat, but it's like the main crown. But mind is in every inch of your body. Could you see, in every cell, in every molecules, in every atom, there is a mind. So your whole body is a mind. Your mind is also a body. Can you remember like this? So if you try to ask a question, where is mind? The whole body is a gross mind, and the mind is a subtle body. It's just the play of the word. It's just my existence. For physical body is my gross existence, mental body is my subtle existence. Mostly what we call mind, that we are carrying in the mind, is a consequence of memory. Are you following this? If the mind is running some things, thoughts, whatever language we think, whatever language we dream, whatever things we dream, where is it all coming from basically? It's a pile of a memory. You understand? Memory and thoughts and moving in as thoughts. Memory is moving as thoughts. Thoughts and thinking. You might be familiar with this difference too. I will remind in a simple way to go further. What is the difference between a thought and a thinking? We know in the mind there are thoughts, in the mind we think. Is it same or different? By language it looks, thoughts means I didn't do it, it's just coming. Can you follow how can we define thoughts to be? In 1 minute how many thoughts we have? They say 50, 100? Yeah, it depends. Yeah, we have competition, how much fast our mind is running also. Mind have thoughts which is not in my control. I did not even create that. Can anybody in the world claim in the very thought, I never had a bad thought, I never had an illegal thought, I never had an inhuman thought? Could you understand whatever the rules and the discipline of the society and your culture is? But have you had a crazy thought that just challenges all those things? Are you following that or not? Can anybody say that in the very thought, I never had any illegal, inhuman? Could you understand whatever I'm referring to? Maybe familial disciplines, the society and the cultural disciplines. Can you follow? Thought have no good or bad. It is just coming. Could you understand? In the thought, there is no good or bad. You look at something, you have a thought, but after some time you say, I shouldn't think like that. That's not right. Are you able to follow? Like, why am I even having such a thought? We wonder ourselves. Is it true or not? Thought have no sanity or not? Like, it doesn't have any. I'm sure everyone can agree or not. Maybe not mine. Yes. But you can see, thought is not my responsibility. I did not create it. But thinking is 100% my responsibility. So what do we mean or refer to as thinking? What is it that we refer to as thinking? A particular thought I could think and manifest further. Example, what I mean is this. If you think about something that makes you angry, your face will become angry, right? If you think something that makes you fearful, your face will become fearful. Is it true that if you think about something, your eyes and your heart and your body and your face changes? If you think of something happy, your face changes. But thoughts, it's just coming and going. There's nothing significant in my biochemistry yet. Thoughts are just coming and going. It has not manifested into my physical chemistry, mind, psychology, nerves, heart, anywhere. But if you think something think of someone that makes you angry, your heart rate will, is it going up or not? Yes. Think of many parents, their kids, if they think about, yes, it depends or not. Like, they start worrying, they start angry, whatever the emotions you feel. I'm just trying to make this little difference. Thoughts is just coming and going, it has not manifested yet. But thinking is already manifesting. And who is doing the thinking in yoga? I do the thinking. Can you follow? This is my responsibility. I am thinking. I think we need to differentiate what is my responsibility, what is not my responsibility. Thinking is 100% I am doing it. Let's say there are 100 things happening in your life today. Maybe a road guy, somebody in the road scolds you. Would you think about him and worry about this the whole day and not eat food and sleep? Somebody, random guy in the road just shouts some things. Would you worry about it now and not eat your lunch and dinner? But somebody that matters to you said something. You understand? Somebody whom they matter to you so much, you're responsible for. They said something that they are disappointed of you. Now you don't want to eat. You don't want to talk to anyone. You take your own time and sit and thinking about something that makes you worried. Thinking is my doing. I am thinking about this. This person said this, I'm thinking. But that person said so many things, I'm not even thinking about it or worried about it. What made you choose? What kind of thinking you have comes from what kind of person you are. Can you understand? This is just following your nature. I'm going to the yogic teaching. Yoga says thinking is where suffering exists. This is the teaching. Are you familiar with this? Are you familiar with this teaching? Let's see if we can convince on that. Where is suffering? And suffering is in human thinking, they say. You see, human beings are suffering? Yes. Naturally, many of us, many family members, many neighbors, many people around the world are suffering the life. Just saying, this is yoga teaching to say suffering is in a human thinking. Would you agree with this? Is it making sense? Is it, if I hear this first time, how does it look? Suffering is not anywhere else in the world. not in somebody else's hands, it's in a human thinking. Who is in yoga, we give the responsibility of suffering to ourselves. That means what? Why do I suffer? Because of me. Have you heard of these kinds of teaching? My life is difficult and suffering because of who? Sometimes it is also because of someone else. Yes? But it is up to me to make it better or not. Is it true? So is it a very basic teaching in yoga that your life is your responsibility? A yogi, can we point in our life problems to anyone else? Can we say, because of my parents I'm like this? I'm like this because of me. Yeah, I cannot point to somebody else and say my life became like this because of someone. That's not a yogic life or even a understanding. My life is suffering because of me. I need to have some realization so that my life is not going to be a suffering. This is a very different teaching. Sometimes it may even feel inhuman to teach someone. Can you follow like that? You know, when a world, a lot of people are doing horrible things to each other, what are we learning now? Is it not very clear? There are harsh people, there are people behaving like animals, misusing, abusing people like that. Now yoga is teaching you your life is suffering because of you. Now this is very important or not in the world. Where what will your friend say? If you have a friend and your life is difficult in your family, what will your friend say? It is not your problem. It's whose problem? It's the other people who is bad, but not you. Is it? But what is yoga teaching you? You are the problem, they say. Can you feel? My life is a problem. My life is suffering because of me. But my friends, my family members will not say like this because they like me. They will not see the problem in me. Can you follow? Or they may not see the kind of problems that I have in myself. But yoga's teaching is that my life is my responsibility. My suffering is because of me. Now let me clear these things a little more. Now there is pain, there is suffering. Are they same or different? Of course different. Now what is pain, what is suffering? Pain can be physical, emotional, mental, we can keep together. It's in the mind. So we can say pain can be physical, pain can be mental also. Exactly. Pain, I cannot do anything about it. I will have. It's part of life. I have a skin, it has pain. Is it true? You touch something very hot in your skin. Some needle touches your skin. What you will have? Pain. Pain is part of me. When you touch some hot things in your bike or car, as your feet touches, what happens to your feet immediately? It takes away and protects your skin from burning. Is pain good or not? In such a case, is pain good? So pain is part of you. Yoga doesn't take your pain away. What doesn't take your pain away? Yoga and meditation, we need to be very clear, it is not designed to take your pain away. Pain is part of life. You are a human, you will feel pain. Are you able to follow? Till you die, what will be there? Till I die, what is a part of my life? Pain will be there. Pain is a part of life. In many ways, pain is the best thing that disciplines me. Would you agree with that? As a human being, what will discipline me? If my father say, mother say, I will not listen. But if my body gives me pain, I will not do it. But even then we will do it. That's human nature also sometimes. Yes. Even then some of us are capable of pushing the boundary a little more. But if you're a little conscious, I drink so much, I have worst severe liver pain and stomach pain. What will I do now? I will try to reduce. Can you understand? You bend your joint more than you're supposed to. What you will have? If you bend your joint more than you're supposed to, you have pain. Now what you should do? Don't move it more like that. Learn to do it in a right way. In your asana class, are you learning all that? Can you see when do you have pain? When the body gives you pain? When you cross the limit. There is a discipline to the body, and when you push that discipline beyond the limit, you will have pain. If you don't sleep for the whole night, will you have a headache? So why did you have a pain tomorrow in the morning? Why did you go constipated, headache and all this? You did not sleep. But what if I sleep so well? I will be fine. I'm so much hungry. If I eat food, I'm fine. If I'm completely not eating for a whole day, 2-3 days I'm not eating, I will have pain. I'm just pointing you to this wisdom. Pain is a part of life. I can learn from pain. Pain makes you stronger. Is it true or not? Pain matures you and pain makes you stronger. Is your asana class very comfortable or painful? Wondering. Why are we self-punishing ourselves into suffocating into pain? Why can't we just protect our body? Which many people do. They don't work out. Yeah. When you lift weights, it pains and it grows stronger. So when you give a gentle pain, limited pain, you become stronger to life. Because you know pain, when you see somebody in hunger, you're human. You know that you feel that pain. You know what it means to be hungry, and you know somebody is also hungry, and what makes us human is pain. Would you say like that? Why most people are not killing each other? We know it will hurt. You know, when somebody hurt me, I feel pain. If I hurt someone, they will also feel pain. So most probably we are becoming human. We are human because we know and we feel pain. Pain we cannot escape. That's all I'm saying. So you live with someone, you have some pets. When things leave you, you have pain or not? Can you say I will not have pain? Will it be a human thing? Pain is there, but it is in my hands to make it a suffering or not. It's in my hands not to change my pain into suffering. Pain comes for a short time, teaches me something, and then goes away. I learn something from the pain, and then it goes away. Pain can be a guru also. Pain can be a teacher. Pain can be a part of life. You should know meditation doesn't take your pain away. In fact, makes you feel more pain for everyone. You look at people suffering. Yes, your heart is going to pain more by seeing the suffering of the people and everything around you. In fact, a yogi feels more pain in the heart than the normal person. Can you follow? Pain is part of your skin, part of your body, part of your mind. That's 100%. Don't try to escape. Can you try to become a person who will never feel pain? That's not a healthy nature, you see. But what is suffering now? I can make my pain into a suffering. I can make a pain into a suffering. Could you see, there is a pain for me in my life. Life gives me pain. I have mental pain, I have physical pain, and then I have to, you see animals, there are dogs crushed, one leg, one hand by the bikes and the cars. What do? Are they sitting into depressions and crying and not eating? What they do after that? They drag the same. I see some dogs lose both the leg in the back. They don't have both the leg. With two hands, they are walking around, drinking water, living their remaining life so bravely sometimes. You see, the animals are very brave. They know they will be hunted in the forest, but with the time that they got, they are living more. But what is the risk with the human beings? Our mind is too sensitive. We destroy our life after this. Are you following? A human mind is what? Very, very sensitive. Human consciousness is very delicate, very sensitive. That when you see a horrible crime, it traumatizes you for life. Can you understand? Like, we don't even want to see an animal being cut in front of the eyes. We may eat it in our rooms, but we don't want to see it being cut. You see, the nature of a human mind is too soft, too delicate in nature, that we suffer this trauma and we are prone for suffering. They say in the yoga, only in the human minds life is suffering. Have you ever seen animals suffering? We do not know. We can say I do not know also. You can say I do not know also, but they just live. They're just living. They know they will die anytime, but they're just doing their duty as much as they can. What their duty they have been given, they are simply doing. In many ways, animals are more brave living without any homes. You understand? Without even a simple technology in their hands to take their fleas out of their body. Sometimes you understand. As a human mind, we have this risk of suffering. Now let's list down the kinds of suffering we have as a human being. Pain is different. What is suffering? What are the qualities we define as suffering? Just name few things which are suffering. Example, one thing is attachment. Is attachment a suffering?
Yeah.
We don't need convincing on that. Yes. Is attachment a suffering? So yoga will teach you detachment. Not to be attached, detachment. So yoga teaches you to be detached, because attachment is a suffering. How attachment is a suffering? You are attached with someone, let's say. As you are attached with that person, are you already in a suffering? What you will do without it? Are you able to understand this quality? When you are attached with something or someone, you are already living a life You don't know what you will be or who you are without that. Can you understand? You're already in a worry. You're already suffering your life. You're just in an insecurity feeling that you're living. What will I do without the other person? If that person is gone, who am I? What will I do? So attachment, as you are having right now, already I am suffering. Even if the person leaves, I will suffer. They may have left me many years back, but I could suffer my whole life for this attachment. Could you understand? Attachment, as you are attached, as the person or things leave you, you're still suffering nature. Is it true? Now, is it possible to live a life of detachment? If a yoga teacher tries to teach in the philosophy, be detached, because your attachment is making you suffer. Is it true attachment is a suffering or not? If you're attached with the kid, let's say my kid, will you see their problems? If you're attached with somebody, will you see their negative side? Have you seen parents like that? They always say the other kid would have done something. My kid never do anything wrong. Why? Strong attachment. They don't want to see the right thing, what really happened. When you're attached with someone, can you see their problem? Can you really be helpful to them? So in many ways you will find attachment is going to be resulting us in a very incomplete way of life. Now the next thing is detachment. Okay, I'm just shortly touching that. Now, how will you detach in yoga? How will you detach? If a yoga, many people don't want to listen to yoga because they say detach from everything. Detached from the wealth, detached from the pleasures, detached from the family. I think most people don't want to look for meditation because they teach you to be detached. But I'm asking it very simply, how do you try to detach? Now let's say my parents, let's say my pet animals, let's say my family or my friends. If I have enormous attachment for them, how do I try to detach? Can I just walk away to some monastery? If I physically leave all of them and go to monastery, will the mind be detached? You understand? I can go maybe to the other side of the world, but I will be attached in my mind. Maybe I'll find somebody there to be attached with. Is it possible or not? Is it is it possible? I may detach from this person, but when I go to some monastery, we have a story like this in South India. There was a king who left all his kingdom and everything to go to a guru and find this freedom. And then the guru, after many years, the king shouted at the guru like saying, I'm staying with you, doing everything you say for these many years, but I feel like I've gotten nowhere. And then the guru just looked at him and his hands, and they say he had a mud vessel, a plate, and then he had a dog. He left all of the things, and then he was attached to the mud pot and the dog that he took from the streets. He was so much attached. His quality has not changed. Can you understand this? I could leave my bike, but I could find my attachment to something else. So the real work is not about leaving the kingdom. It's all in the mind. Now I'm just saying, yoga teaching is to realize attachment is simply in a human mind. Where are you attached? Anywhere else? Are you really attached with things that you think you're attached to, except your mind and your thinking? Are you attached anywhere else? If I think I am attached to my bike and something just falls in the bike and crushes to pieces, let's say, okay, I like it, okay, but still something just crushes it or somebody steals it. Now, am I really attached anywhere? Where am I attached? Can you see this now today? Where is attachment in you? In your? Tomorrow, if whomever and whatever you think you're attached to, if tomorrow, if the life takes away, which is very possible in life. Can you follow? Life is such, people are realizing this through the life. Whatever you have in your life, it may not be very soon. Are you able to understand this? This is the nature of life we are born into. What is the nature of life? Can you really attach with anything here and keep it for all your life? Yeah, how many years your dog lasts with you? How many years your cat lasts with you? So when you develop this sense of attachment to things and people or whatever in your life, now this is life, it may take away. Can you understand? Many people are shocked by life, but can we be conscious before? Life is like this. No one and nothing around you can be permanent for all your life. Talk to 8-year-old people, you will understand. What you will understand? Yes. Have you spoken? How many of their friends are gone? How many of their relatives are gone? How many of their things are gone? Now who are they? What is remaining in them? They end up they're just self. Are you able to follow? They are just there, but everything else they might had before is not going to be there. Can you attach with your beauty? Is it going to stay for a few more years? Maybe a few more years. You see all this young skin, all this body, all this shape, how many years it may last? So if I'm attached with this beauty, we are doing surgeries later also. We want to hold on to it. Will it stay? Can you understand? Can you really attach with anything here and be happy? It's going to go away. It is going away. Is it the truth or not? So where is attachment? First is in my mind. I need to realize this, that attachment is in my mind. How do I detach? You have to do nothing for detachment. You are already detached. Are you following this? How is detachment there in your life? You don't have to try to detach. I've never seen people who try find it. Are you following what I'm trying to say? Those who are trying to detach themselves never achieves. Why? Because realization means I'm already detached. Just see whoever you're attached to. Are you already detached or not? If I leave today, will they be here? If they leave today, will I be here? Are you able to understand? If they leave me or die, whatever happens, will I be here now? Will I die with them or will I be here? Is it a big topic or you understand my point? Are you really attached? If you're attached, what should happen if they leave? I should also leave. So when they die, I'm here. What does it mean? I'm in reality, I'm already detached. Are you eating for them? Are you breathing for them? Maybe my own kids, let's say. Am I breathing for them? Am I eating for them? So this is the theory in yoga that you hear. Let's not take it in a traditional way. Can you realize this here and now? You don't have to do anything but see. See that you're already detached. But is it nice to see that? First, can we see that? Are you following? Are you going to try and detach, or are you going to simply realize you're already detached? Are you following? So I will come to detachment under separate topic. We will talk one more day tomorrow. But I'm just giving you this idea. Is attachment a suffering? 100% yes. But why is it a suffering? Because I'm finding a false expansion of attachment to things. But if I become real, I'm already detached. Can you follow? You have to see this. If you don't see this, it's a problem. You're going to try to find a cure. It's never going to happen. You have to already see that whatever and whomever you have in your life, you're already detached. My own family, my own relatives, my own friends, you come alone, you leave alone is the reality of life. It's not me saying, it's how it is. Are you following this? For me also it is the same. I come alone and I leave alone. Can you follow this? So this is no time to control each other, cripple each other. All the things are happening because one reason in yoga for suffering is, if you have to make a lot of reason, we can make. But one reason for suffering is ignorance. Have you heard of that? What is ignorance? Ignorance means I don't see the reality. Are you following this? When I'm attached, why am I attached? Because I don't see the reality that I'm already detached. So I'm living in a not reality. Can you understand this? I'm not living with reality. I'm living with ignorance, we say. So ignorance, does it look like a very strong word? But can you understand this now? Why they call it an ignorance? But now let's clarify ourselves. There is nothing to do anything for anyone here. Life is like this. It's going to give you a lot and take away a lot. How are you going to protect yourself and keep yourself happy here? When you have a life like this, where you're going to give, a life gives you a lot of things and a lot of people, and takes away a lot of things and a lot of people. How are you going to smile in this life as long as we live? I have to know detachment. I have to know the truth. I have to see the reality. There is just no other way for me to laugh here. Can you follow? It's not easy to laugh. I can laugh in ignorance. But when you see the reality and then you laugh, this is a very different teaching we have in yoga for this. I think you're okay with this? Are you following? Yeah. It's important to realize attachment is a suffering, and attachment is not real. Can you understand? Where is attachment? Simply in in my mind. Now let's list down few more sufferings. What else is suffering? Attachments, expectations. Can you recognize expectations as a suffering or not? What is expectation? We are talking about some examples. I'm waiting for someone to do something for me. Only then I'll be happy. Only then I will feel complete. Expectations from everything and everyone around. If they are not doing what I feel, I'm going to be miserable here. Can you understand the kind of expectations I'm talking about? Unless they change the way that I want, I'm going to be not eating, crying, losing myself. Can you understand? Somebody is living their life the way they want. Can you understand? They're eating what they like, they're dressing what they like, and whatever they're doing. Our expectations spoils the relationship or not. The people that you love the most, you have expectations and expectations and expectations. After a few years, you look at their face, you hate them. Is it true? Is it true or not? Is it going to happen or not? The very people that you loved most and you had all the beautiful butterflies, after many years, what happened now? You don't want to see their face one more time. Can you see what this can do to us? Why am I expecting something from somebody only then I'll be happy? Because I feel I am incomplete. Are you following this or not? Why I want everything from everyone? Somewhere I am incomplete. I think something, if everybody does what I feel like I will somewhere feel the fulfillment that I really seek in myself. But is it possible? Does it ever end? Does it ever end? So meditation means I realize I am fulfilled by myself. What does meditation means? When I am no one, I close my eyes, I am nothing. Now somewhere a human start feeling I am complete by myself. I don't really need anyone to do anything. Let them live their life. Can you understand this tendency? What is the quality of a yogi? You understand this? Let them do what they like. And I want them to do what they like, only then I'm happy. Can you say, I don't want them to do something for me? It's not that kind of expectations. Are you able to understand? Meditation means what? When you close your eyes and you're just a no one here, and that's more than enough for you, what kind of quality grows in you? You feel fulfilled. I'm full. I'm complete by myself. Can you understand? I don't need something and someone to complete me. That's why it's important every human should look for meditation, because it makes you feel you are complete. Otherwise, we will abuse everything and everyone for our happiness. Are you following this tendency or not? Is it happening in the humanity or not? We will abuse the nature, we will abuse the people, and everything we will try to take it for our happiness and pleasure, and just throw it out without worried about much. So to live with something is different from abusing something. Are you following that? So when I think I'm incomplete, I expect. Why do I think I'm incomplete? That is ignorance. Are you following this? To think I am incomplete, to think something and someone needs to do something so that I will somewhere feel complete, is already ignorance. So ignorance makes me suffer. Can we go more into suffering on that? Now I will ask you a few more things. Is it possible to live a life without expecting? That's also I need to touch. Am I sitting here without expectation? Are you sitting here without expectation? Can the world function here without expectation? But we know expectations are suffering, but we cannot be even without expectations. Can you marry without expectation? Can you work without expectation? At the minimum, I'm sharing whatever I'm sharing. I want you to accept or understand, no? I have the minimum expectation. I want you to understand, accept, and that's the expectation I'm speaking, probably trying to speak. If I say I have no expectation if you understand or not, I will speak and go. Will it be a nice class? Probably not. Can you understand? You accept or not, you understand or not, I don't care. I don't have any expectations, it's up to you. Will it be nice? So how should be my expectations? My expectations should be sincere and simply. In the sense, I have the freedom to expect anything I want from the other person. But if they cannot give it, I'm still fine with it. Can you say like that? Yeah. I can ask many things. I want this today, but they just can't give it. I'm not going to make the bad person out of them. Are you able to understand? Are you following this or not? I expect some things from my family members and whatever. If they cannot give it, am I going to go against them and have grudge and have a vengeance, and I'm going to see them, you're not a very good human and all of that? Am I going to just make a very bad human out of them because they are not up to my expectation? Probably not. I need something, I have some expectations, but if they cannot give it, I will take elsewhere. I'm not going to make this person very bad because they are not giving what I need. So your expectations should be simply and sincere. I'm sincerely expecting, but if they cannot give it, I am still fine with it. Can you expect like this? And that's the expectation of a meditator. When you're a no one, how do you expect? They say, do me this, give me that, and all this. But if you cannot give it, they are still fine. They are not going to be against you. They are not going to shout at you, keep anything negative in their head. Nothing. When you are a no one, your expectations will become very simply, sincerely, not seriously. When you seriously expect, life is suffering. Can you follow? But life needs have some expectations. Could you understand? You cannot exchange without expectations. Is it true or not? So when you are a nobody, when you are a meditator, when you understand meditation, your life will be with expectations which are sincere and simple, not serious. Because our expectations are too serious. You look at in your life or not? You see people around you, how do they expect from you? Seriously, not sincerely, not simply. Could you understand? They have a very serious expectations. You need to be doing this, you need to get there, you need to bring this, you need to get that. They are expecting seriously, it will be a suffering for them. But you have a sincere, simple expectations. You're free to expect anything you want. Can you understand what I'm saying? What are you free to? You are free to expect anything you want. But if they are not able to give it, can you be fine with them? That's meditation. Can you understand what I'm referring to? If not, you clarify that. I'm not saying, I think it's not possible to live without expectations. Naturally, I'm telling, right? I'm not sitting here without expectation. But if I expect like this, imagine, I want you to accept God is nothing, otherwise I don't like you. Will it be nice? Are you following this? Whatever I say, you have to immediately accept and like it. If I expect like that, will it be nice? You see people do that way? People agree with me, I like. People don't agree with me, I don't like. What's the problem? Can you understand now? My expectation, I really wish everyone accepts, but if somebody is not, I'm still completely fine with them. Can you understand this nature? But can I change for them? Probably not. This is what I feel is right. I'm going to share this. I wish they accept. If they choose not to accept, I'm still going to be enormously fine with them. Can you understand that it's important that you find such an expectation, and that's not going to happen unless you become a no one, unless you see the reality that you are. Who you are has to change and realize you are a no one. Only then this kind of expectations will come. Otherwise, your expectations are going to be too serious. You will see what happens in life from that kind of expectations. I'm sure we have many examples around us that we can observe. Can we go further into the next kinds of suffering? What else is more suffering now? Attachment, expectations. Ignorance is one term for all. You can just say, I'm just making a detail of it. If you just want to put one word for why somebody suffers, yoga says ignorance. They just don't see the truth. They don't know who they are. They don't see the life in its true way it is. But can you see when somebody is suffering, if somebody teaches that, it looks rude. When I'm approaching and seeing the life to be a suffering, if somebody says, it's just in your thinking, is it nice? It doesn't look nice. It doesn't look kind also. But it's not about somebody telling, I need to realize this. Why am I suffering? Can I suffer my whole life and die? Or am I here for something else? First asking this question, do I deserve to live with attachment and expectations like that? Can you live with those things? Are you following this? Do you deserve this? Do you deserve to live with attachment? You know when you're attached, it's messing you up, right? You know when you're expecting like this, you spoil a relationship. You know this. Can you live with those things? Why do we accept that as a part of life and natural way of life? We shouldn't, right? We shouldn't accept suffering or not. Let me name few more things. What else is suffering? Attachment, expectations, and fear. Is fear a suffering? Living in fear. It can be anything that you are afraid of, right? Is fear going to keep you healthy? If you are living in fear, will your body be healthy? If you are living with expectations, will your body be healthy? It will not. You will find people with attachments, people with expectations, people with aggression. Aggression is a disease. If somebody can become aggression in their life, they don't know freedom. They don't know happiness. You need to know, I lose control into breaking things, punching things, throwing things. Can you understand the kind of an aggression episode? Do you think their body will be healthy? All the things I'm writing right now, you will not be healthy if you have it too much. You will see this. You have to observe this. In Ayurveda, we have a detailed study about how the suffering keeps you disease. You may think people have no other problem. They are suffering. Can you understand? Their mind quality is in thinking and worried about something, attached with something, expecting something. This is all manifesting disease in their body, but you don't think and connect these things to the diseases they have. Are you following this? Do we connect somebody having an attachment mind? Do you connect that to the diseases they have? That is Ayurveda, that is yoga. Can you follow this? So it's important that we go more. Have you seen mothers attached and falling sick? Have you seen old age people developing attached to their kids, worried about their kids all the time, having BP, having reflexes of acidity in their chest? I'm going to tell you, you should know this. Suffering will keep your body very, very, very unhealthy. None of these characters is going to keep your body very, very healthy. You should not accept suffering on you first. What you should not accept? I am not here to suffer like this. This feels very bad. When I am in aggression, when I live in a fear, it feels bad. I don't deserve this to myself. This is the biggest love you can give to yourself. What is the biggest? If you have a self-love, what you should not do? You should not suffer. You should see, why am I expecting from people and being miserable like this? Why am I attached to the next person and suffering like this? You should make sure that you don't suffer attachment and all these kinds of things. If you never accept suffering for you, you will become nobody and value being nothing very soon. Are you following this? When do you find meditation very fast? When do you accept that you are just a no one and that's more than enough for you? When you 100% not accept suffering as a part of you, it's going to be very more easy to find meditation for you, in you. So it's very important that you do not accept suffering on you, not for others also. Can you accept suffering on some other human? No, this is very big, important thing you should share around the world. These are not normal. There is a better way a human can be beyond these things. So is fear good or bad? Bad. But there is a good fear, caution. Could you understand the word caution? Caution means, if you never know driving, if you have never drive vehicles in India, and if yes, now are you afraid to drive here or are you cautious to drive? So you're cautious. You know to drive. You're not afraid. You're cautious because here nobody follows any rules. Can you understand? Yes. So you need a slow training to drive here. Is it true or not? Yes. To drive in these roads, you need more. So if you're first time driving here in these roads without any rules, should you be cautious? And many people, they know driving, but they don't drive here. Are they afraid or are they cautious? They're just cautious. Fear means they will not even touch the bike. Are you able to understand? A fearful human will not live at all. They will never spend their money. They are afraid, they will finish. They will never go for a trip. They are afraid, they will die. Can you understand? Fear will not allow you to live. Caution will make you live safely. So in the name of losing the fear, you should never lose the caution. Caution is a part of you till you die. Fear is a disease. Now can you differentiate your suffering? Fear is a suffering. Caution is a part of you. Is it making more easier for you? So as long as you're cautious in life, accept. But if you're afraid and fearful about something, you need to overcome the fear. This is very important. Now what else is suffering? Beyond fear, beyond aggression, anger is healthy. Aggression is a disease. Are you following this? Can you say yogis will never feel angry? You see some wrong thing happening to a child. Will you not be angry? Can I say I'm a meditator, whatever happens, I will not be angry? So you understand, a yogi is not incapable of anger. Anger is a part of you. But what is a disease and a suffering? Ranting. Can you understand? Like just shouting and just losing and breaking things and just You understand that kind of uncontrolled episode that a human mind gets into is going to make you enormously diseased in your body if you develop this for a long time. So can you deserve this to yourself to be aggressive? 100% not. Can you name more sufferings like this? What else is suffering? Fear, this, and anything else you want to add? Lust, what do they call? Yes. Greed. Greedy also means dissatisfaction. Dissatisfaction means whatever I have, I am not satisfied. Are you following this? What is this quality? Whatever I have, whomever I have in my life, it just doesn't bring me satisfaction. I want more. I want many. Can you understand? And will you find satisfied with more and many? It depends. Yes. Is it true or not? More places. I just want to travel and travel and travel, because where I am is I'm done with it very soon. And I know I want one more. I want one more. Same with the people. Same with many things. Can you understand tip of the grass? Am I saying not to travel? No. But will you find your fulfillment by traveling? No. Because you have to find your fulfillment in you, so that wherever you are, you travel or not, you celebrate. Are you able to understand what I'm referring to? I'm not saying you should not travel. Travel should be a part of celebrating this world. But if you think only when I travel I will be happy, if you're not traveling you will be unhappy. Can you understand this? Is it freedom? So now again the same way. Greediness can be with money. With more land I want to buy, not enough. More family. Could you understand? Like more money, more gold, more of this. Whatever I have, not enough. Is it a suffering or not? Maybe I feel like I have a lot, but I am living in poverty in my heart. Greediness means what? Greediness means what? Whatever I have, I am living in poverty. When you're greedy, it means I am living in poverty. I may have some cars and bikes and wealth, but my heart is living in poverty because I'm not satisfied. I'm not satisfied and grateful to what I have. What is the quality of my heart? Maybe I'm living in a palace, but my heart isn't living in poverty. It's important to remember this. Poverty and richness is not just in the wealth outside. It's in the quality of your heart. That's the philosophy teaching us. I think you should know. You should see that. People are rich but poor in the heart. So greediness is a suffering. It's a form of ignorance and a suffering. Same with jealousy. What is also suffering? If somebody is happy, I should be happy. Can you understand? But is that how it is? In the families, if the daughter is happy, mother is yes. If the daughter-in-law is happy, mother-in-law. Maybe around the world, I don't know how it happens. Can you understand? If they have, I've seen this also. Can you see? If somebody is happy, they go irritating. Could you see? Somebody's laugh irritates me. Somebody have some big bikes and cars, I feel jealous of them. Can you understand? Can I have jealous or happiness for them? I just wish somebody is, whoever that person is, if they are happy, I should be happy. If someone is happy and I'm going sad, that means I am suffering myself in my life. Can you understand? Many people, watching people in Instagram traveling and eating things. If I feel sad here, is it a good mind? It's not a healthy mind. It's not right. I don't deserve this. Can you understand this? Maybe they are traveling somewhere, eating some things. I should be happy for them. Can you understand what I'm? Whoever it is, my own family, my own kids, my own wife, if they are happy, I should be happy. If they are happy without me or with me, I should be happy. If they are happy and I'm sad, that's not a healthy mind. That's not a matured mind. It's important to remember. Yes. Now, if a person is beating a dog simply sleeping there, and then he thinks he is happy, do you know that is happiness? A dog is simply sleeping there. Let's give that example. And then I take a stone and hit it, and then I find happiness. Yeah. I feel like I'm happy now because I traumatize it, the way it runs and all that, it makes me happy. Now I think I'm happy. But why did you feel that I'm really happy now? Is that real happiness that I feel by hurting a dog simply lying there? Is that happiness? That means I'm suffering my life this human is suffering to traumatize a dog like that. He is not happy. Why did you think I'm happy? Are you following this? You see the people pouring hot water on the cows? Or pouring whatever the kind of a sickness that a human mind has to hurt the animals like that for no reason at all. This is a human living in suffering. How did you think that I'm happy now? If I'm doing all that, why did you say that I'm happy? I'm living a life of suffering and incompleteness. I'm not happy. My life will be punishing me so many ways. You do not know that yet. Can you understand? My life will not be healthy. For no reason I'm going and hurting a dog. I'm unhealthy here. Can you understand? That's not happiness. They think they are happy. They may have a car or whatever that you think in your criteria that they are happy. But the heart is not happy. I think you feel that or not? Is it not like that? They think they may be laughing in that moment. Their life is not knowing real happiness there. Yeah. Can a human learn in a moment? It's only going to take a second for them to learn that. So first for me to find out who I am. Now I'm going to show them who they are. They don't have to do that. Are you able to understand the difference? When will you end up? As long as you keep fighting, will it end? Are you following this? That's why people for peace make war. Can you understand? For finding peace, what are they making now? War. Now can you see the contradiction in that? That's why meditation works. When you show the person who they are and live for their need, you don't do anything without a need. Why do I need to hurt this animal? When I'm a human, if the dog is happy, I should be happy. When the dog is in pain and I'm happy, I'm a sick mind, no? Are you following? This is ignorance. I'm living in ignorance. So do you want this human to find clarity and find reality and humanness in his heart? Or do you want to punish this guy and make him regret he is a human? Are you following this? Maybe I'm not hurting a dog. I'm doing something else that's harmful. Can you understand? So that's why meditation is the only cure for humanity. You do everything else, I do not know where it will finish. You understand? That's why people, to save the nature, people are fighting people. And the very people are hurting the people back. Is it happening all around? Now, do you really want a cure? You change the heart of humanity. Meditation. It should be a part of every society. Is religion everywhere? If they understand the spiritual truth behind the religions and find the spirituality in their heart, that's the only healthy way you can transform a humanity. Otherwise, you have to reduce a population. And how will you achieve it safely? How would you achieve it? You want to save nature, you should reduce population. Now, how would you achieve that? And I've known politicians doing, surgical things to not to procreate. Is it nice? So we will become another dictator. This is what's happening in the world. Could you understand? People who want to do good will become extremist. If you're too serious in your purpose. That's what I'm coming to this. You have to find meditation. Then I will say, I can convince more time I have, I can tell you how healthily you can. That's why it's a very serious job, yoga. Are you understanding? Yoga and meditation you're learning is not it's a very serious job because it's going to have to change the whole life that we are as a human being. So it has to be very sincere, and knowing the first class is very, very important for that. What is meditation? What is God is a most important thing for you. You look for any transformation in the society. So you want to be that's why I think I remember I planted trees once. I tried to volunteer in all those things. I see all that, and where I'm doing this now. You understand? Teaching Ayurveda philosophy now. You can understand. In my understanding, this is the only way that you can do it healthy, and I can convince how and why. If you choose any other way, it can harm more people. If you try any other way, it will end up harming more people. You relate with it or not? You try it and see. Maybe you're already trying that. The more serious you are to fix, the more you will end up hurting more people. Maybe the people are in ignorance, but they don't deserve to be hurt. They need clarity, and human beings can learn a second. The human being can transform. Even a worst criminal will be transformed into a greatest human. The possibility remains in a human mind or not? You tell me. You understand this? So there's more ways to, with love in your heart, you approach all this. You're going to find very different solutions than fight. Fighting, if it's needed, you do. I'm not going to say never even fight. There are times that you need to just fight, but not in all the cases, you see. Can we go further into this? Jealousy. you have jealous even once in your heart, you should know I am suffering. Can you understand? In your life, no matter who that is, maybe with other people you may not, but with your family you will. Can you see? It doesn't matter who the other person is, close family, not family. If you are jealous, I am living a life of ignorance and suffering. I don't deserve this. I need to be happy. So you educate. So now how do I find? This is also our time. How do I find and come out of my ignorance? I need to have clarity. And that's why they call in yoga enlightenment. It's not a very fancy term. Enlightenment in a very simple term means clarity. I see the truth. Can you understand? When I see the truth, this is very important for me so that I don't suffer. Truth is very important so that I do not suffer in this world. As long as I don't see the entire truth, I am prone for suffering here. I will take up some other ideology. I will continue from here tomorrow. Tomorrow we will go into yamas and niyamas. Is it more useful and convincing to look at it like this? Can you remember the types of suffering a human mind is in? We see it all around in ourselves and sometimes in our life. So the next time you feel those things in the heart, you need to tell yourself, I don't deserve this, not to me. Could you understand? Not even for others. If you have enormous self-love in your heart, you do not deserve these things in your own heart. That I'm not going to be any of this. If you make sure, you are going to become nobody very soon. You're going to realize you're a nobody, because only when you're no one, you really now becoming free from every kinds of suffering. Even if you try, you cannot suffer. Are you following? When you find meditation, even if the world tries, the society tries, the people around you tries, you try, you cannot suffer because there is nobody there to suffer. Somebody suffers, nobody doesn't suffer. Can you see the difference? So philosophically you can think about it. Meditation is the only thing you should find. You find meditation, you will be a living reality of all the philosophy you will ever learn in these books. Are you following this? What is it? I'm summarizing today. If you find meditation in you, you will be a living reality after that of all the philosophy you learn or not. You will be living it right. So that's very important that you find meditation. That's what all the philosophy should connect you to. You give me any philosophy we can take, you will see the importance of meditation. Meditation is the summary of it all. You just have to find meditation. The way you live after that will be a living reality of all the philosophy that you will ever study in the Vedas. I will stop with that summary. You can make a note of that. It's very important to remember. You cannot follow one philosophy sometime. Okay, now I'm going to be detached. Now I'm going to practice non-jealousy. Now I'm going to practice non-violence. You cannot do one by one in your life. People are trying like that. Don't try to one by one not suffer. Just find who you are. Just find meditation once and see how you live life. That's all you need to do. Only find meditation, everything else will happen on the without you doing anything about it. I can convince more if you need convincing on that one. So let's finish. This is our time. Any questions in this? Is it okay? You shouldn't accept. In many classes I've seen some people say, these are all part of our nature. What's wrong in that? It's not. Can you understand? These are not the natural way of life. They don't keep you healthy. When you're not even healthy from that, it's not a joyful, celebrative life. We think this is happiness. It's not the real happiness we are looking for. There is a different way to exist. And it's not difficult. Don't think that's very difficult. You just have to drop yourself. You understand? Let's continue tomorrow. Just keep this in mind. Just close your eyes. Take a 3 deep breathing. And gently rub your palms and relax your eyes. And namaste. Thank you. Think about it. Yes. We will discuss more if you have questions tomorrow.